This is track 4 with Carol and Peter. A man is in a critical condition with head injuries after a brawl at a fast food restaurant in the early hours of yesterday morning. It wasn't yesterday morning, it's a few days ago actually. 12 people were arrested after the incident at the Raunds branch of McDonald's in London Road at about 1 a.m. The 20-year-old victim from Wellingborough suffered a serious head injury and was taken to the John Ratcliffe Hospital in Oxford, where he is expected to remain under sedation for up to 3 days. DCI Stephen Wallater from the Major Crime Team said a large group of 15 to 19-year-olds were involved in a fight at the premises. He said, "As with all serious head injuries, the victim will be sedated for up to 3 days, with a view to the swelling on the brain coming down, and looking to bring him back slowly." Speaking yesterday afternoon, DCI Wallater said the 12 people in custody would be released throughout the course of yesterday afternoon to allow for further investigations to be carried out. The news has not come out as a surprise to the people in the area. Brett Cowell, bar manager at the neighbourhood Raunds Town FC, said, "I'm a Raunds person, and I would say I'm not that shocked, what with the youth of Raunds. We are not the centre of the town, but there are always problems in the square. It is not a really violent town, but it has its moments. I hadn't heard anything as I left about midnight. Hopefully it will be picked up on CCTV cameras at the BP garage. Anyone who has further information about the incident should call Northamptonshire Police on 03000 111 222 or Crime Stoppers anonymously on 0800 555 111.
And as a follow-up to that first item, teenagers as young as 14 have been released on a bail after a 20-year-old man was injured in a fight at a fast food restaurant. The victim was taken to John Ratcliffe Hospital in Oxford, where he still remains. His condition was described by police as critical but stable. A police spokesman said 3 men, 8 boys and a girl, all local and aged between 14 and 19, were arrested in connection with the incident and have now all been given police bail pending further inquiries. 4 of the youths are from Raunds, a 19-year-old man and 3 17-year-old boys. 4 of the teenagers are from Rushden, a 17-year-old boy and 3 16-year-olds. 2 are from Stanwick, 2 men aged 19 and 18, and 2, a 17-year-old girl and a 14-year-old boy, are from Wellingborough.
A doctor who looked after 15,000 pregnant women during 28 years of service has retired. David Wilkin joined Kettering General Hospital as a consultant obstetrician and gynaecologist in 1983, but the 64-year-old has now stepped down. Mr. Wilkin of Weekly was known for wearing a bow tie to work. Friends and colleagues held a party for him at the hospital social club on Friday. He said, "During my time in Kettering General, I must have looked after around 15,000 women during their pregnancies. Quite often, mothers attending now say that I also looked after them when they were born. I've been very fortunate with so many delightful patients, with many happy outcomes, but in obstetrics you cannot forget the poor couples for whom everything has not gone to plan. The hospital has changed and continues to change so much, and there always seems to be clouds on the horizon, but I do think the strength of Kettering has overcome these threats so successbeen. I feel very lucky to have served my time here because it is such a pleasant and friendly hospital. The staff have been wonderful, and I shall miss them all." The hospital's clinical director for obstetrics and gynaecology, Mike Newman, has known Mr. Wilkin for almost 40 years. He said, "David has always been quiet, unassuming and calm, but a tremendously loyal friend and colleague. He joined the hospital at a time when it was a real family where everyone knew everyone else. He looked after an enormous number of local families, and the second generation and their families is very well known and liked. As well as being a doctor to local people, he's also been the main doctor for our own staff, and he's done a fantastic job looking after hundreds of them and their families. Mr. Wilkin now plans to travel all over the world and improve his golf and photography skills.
A woman who schemed to create false passports to try to bring members of her family into the country from India has been jailed. Ilaben Patel, 40, was so determined to arrange for her cousins to come into the country she obtained 2 genuine British passports in her name, containing pictures of other people from the Home Office. Because she was not fluent in English, she asked her husband, Hasmukh Bhai Patel, 31, to help her. She moved to Wellingborough from India and became a UK citizen in 2000. However, she applied for citizenship again to gain a second passport and changed her name by deed poll to apply for a third. One of the passports was found on a woman trying to enter the country, but as she could speak little English, immigration officers made inquiries which led to Ilaben Patel. She and her husband, both at Albert Road, Wellingborough, pleaded guilty at Northampton Crown Court to charges of obtaining property by deception and fraud. She also pleaded guilty to 2 counts of assisting unlawful immigration. Sentencing her to 14 months' imprisonment on Friday, Judge Charles Wyde, QC, said, "You are a thoroughly dishonest, calculating woman." Her husband was given a 4-month suspended sentence. The UK Border Agency Criminal and Financial Investigations Unit Immigration Officer Graham Waldheim said the only reason for Ilaben Patel to make these applications was with the intention of using the fraudulently obtained documents to facilitate the illegal entry into the UK of others. She wouldn't have been successful without her husband's support.
A group of primary school children have written letters to the Evening Telegraph to express their disgust at the state of a derelict pub near them. The Eagle in Olympic Way, Wellingborough, burned down in April 2009. Now, 2 years on from the blaze, Year 6 pupils from Olympic Primary School are keen to see something done about the gutted building. Jasmine Barr wrote, "The Eagle pub is neglected and is ruining our reputation. It is an eyesore, and it is also bringing embarrassment to the Queensway. It's unattractive. Who would want to look at this hideous abandoned shell?" In his letter, Matheus Smykler said, "The horrible pub puts people off living here. Some people use the burned pub as a bin, and there is lots of rubbish over the fence." Lakira Davis wrote, "Instead of leaving it ruined, it might be a good idea to make it into something more worthwhile, like a youth club, a dance club, or a gym or swimming pool." The land on which the Eagle is situated is owned by Wellingborough Council, but it has been leased by a private company. Councillor Paul Bell, leader of the council, said he expected the lease to be handed back to the council within the next few months, which will enable officials at Swanspool House to develop the site. He said, "I am more than happy to hear what the children have to say. We will consult local residents and Queensway councillors on any future proposals."
Celebrations were in order as a community group marked its first birthday. Hayden Flag was set up in May last year with the aim of benefiting residents of the Hayden ward of Rushden. After a year of organising and staging tabletop sales, litter picks and a whole host of events, the group held a party in the sunshine at Trafford Park on Saturday to celebrate its achievements so far. Hayden Flag chairman Chas Rust said, "It's been a beautiful day. There's been a lot of kids enjoying themselves, which is the main thing. This isn't so much a fundraiser as a big community event bringing everyone together. Our first year has been a real eye-opener. It's been a lot of hard work, but we've had a lot of great support. It's fantastic to see the kids out here using the play equipment Hayden Flag has purchased. Trafford Park was very underused before, and there wasn't much here, but now it seems to be much more vibrant, and that's what we're trying to do." The party saw attractions including a penalty shootout, spray painting, a barbecue, cookery demonstrations and cake stalls, as well as performances from the Majorettes, Newton Road School Choir and Strictly Come Trafford. but Mr. Rust said the most popular attraction was the gladiator duel. Sarah Clowes from Hayden Flag added, "As a group, we can't believe that a whole year has passed us by. But if we look back, we can see how much Hayden Flag has done to benefit the community in the Hayden Ward area of Rushden. We're very proud of all that we have achieved." Anyone who's interested in joining Hayden Flag is invited to attend the group's next meeting at 7 p.m. on Wednesday at Rushden Ahime United Football Club in Hayden Road.